Today on Everything East County, we're going to learn a little bit more about the history of Lemon Grove. We're going to check out the Parsonage Museum. Let's get to it. East County San Diego has a lot to offer. Amazing food, a rich history, tons of community events, and amazing people and organizations. I'm Kyle Whissel with Whissel Realty Group, and this is Everything East County. Roberta, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm so glad you could come to the Parsonage Museum today.
I'm excited to learn a little bit about it.
It's a wonderful building.
So tell me a little bit about the history of the building we're standing in.
This building was built in 1897. It was the first church in Lemon Grove, and all people of all faiths worshiped here together for about 20 years.
Very cool. And the slogan here is best climate on earth.
Yes.
I didn't know that until I walked in here. I see it all over everything around the museum.
It's a wonderful climate for raising citrus, and this was a citrus town. That's
cool.
what built it.
Well, I'd love to just kind of take a walk around the museum, and if you can tell me a little more about the story, that would be awesome.
I'd love to.
Okay, where do you want to start?
Well, right here, Tony Sancha was a force in our town, and he owned the first store, and he was a very generous donor to many civic projects. And then we have kind of a replica, a small replica of the Sancha store right here, and this is always very popular exhibit, and it's the oldest building that's still in use as a business building in Lemon Grove, and it's right on the corner here nearby. You can see kind of a history of what it looked like in all the different stages of its development. Okay.
So tell us more about the history specifically of this building. So it was originally a church?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so who was it? It was Sancha who helped fund the church that was built here?
Yes, and other farmers.
Okay.
And the farmers gathered together the money, and it was the Isaac Atherton that encouraged the farmers to build this.
Okay.
It was built in 1897, cost about $900 to build a redwood building in those days. So you can see it here in this photograph. And some of the pastors that preached here. When they built a new, larger church, as you can see in some of these photographs, this became a parsonage, and that's why we call it the Parsonage Museum. The parson and his family lived in this house. And later on it became a home for other people that lived here. And in 1999, the Historical Society in Lemon Grove, under the direction of this wonderful pioneer family lady, her name is Amarita Traganza, we were able to convince the city that they should keep this building.
Okay.
And they said, we'll renovate it for you. No cost to taxpayers. So they raised funds, and AmeriCorps volunteers actually put in a lot of the labor. And they were helped by volunteers.
Okay.
So this exhibit we have in our gallery is all about how this museum was renovated. And of course, when the kids come in here and go upstairs, they always ask if this house is haunted.
Right.
And I say, no, it is not.
Okay. And is the church that replaced this still around, or is that one no longer here?
That one had to be torn down, wasn't strong enough to withstand the test of time.
So I know that you guys are working on a little restoration project in the other room. Tell me about that.
Well, we were able, from the larger church, we were able to save one of the stained glass windows, and it's our hope that we'll be able to raise the funds to have a craftsman, recreate it. We have the pieces that, it's all a matter of funding, and we get donations.
Yeah.
We're nonprofits.
All right, guys, hopefully you learned a little bit about the Lemon Grove history and the Parsonage Museum here. If you guys enjoyed the video, I'd love for you to like it, comment on it, share it, so more people can learn about the amazing history here in East County, in Lemon Grove. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of Everything East County.